Hi there, Michelle McQuaid here. So I'm curious, can you name your top 5 strengths, the things you're good at and enjoy doing when it comes to your work? Take a moment now and think about it, just off the top of your head. Can you name your top 5 strengths, the things you're good at and actually enjoy doing in your work? If you're like most people, chances are right now you're scratching your head and struggling to come up with more than 2 or 3 of them. There's nothing wrong with you, it's just that our brains are wired to be much better at spotting all the weaknesses we have and feeling that very evolutionary pull to fix them than we are at being able to name our strengths and think about ways to build on them. But here's the thing, more than a decade of research is finding that our greatest successes, our greatest learning, and the things that energize us most in our work actually seem to come from being able to build on our strengths. So if you are struggling, where do you start? Well, the first one is you want to discover what your strengths are. The really easy way to do this is to take the free VIA survey at viacharacter.com. It'll take you all of 10 minutes and it'll give you a language about the strengths you have and how you like to work. These are going to be the things you'll do whether anybody pays you or recognises you for them or not, because they're aligned to the values that you hold. Secondly though, you want to start tuning into how these strengths actually show up in your job. After all, you don't want to use a strength like love at work in the wrong way, or you could be fired for it. Now the easy way to spot these moments is to notice when you're feeling engaged, energised and enjoying your work. This is a sure sign that your strengths are in play. I also know I've been using my strengths when I look up and go, oh my goodness, is that the time? And I think, right, what was I using right then? Or when I walk away from a task I've been doing, a conversation I've been having, and I'm feeling pretty good about things. Another sure sign my strengths have been in play. So start to spot where in your job are you actually already using your strengths, and think about ways you might be able to do just a little bit more of this each day. It's also important though that you try to discover when you might be underplaying your strengths and when you might be overplaying them. So we want to use the right strength in the right amount for the right outcome. Now you'll be underplaying your strengths whenever you're procrastinating, putting things off, or perhaps lacking in confidence to get something done. Start to notice what are the strengths you could be drawing on more in these moments. You'll be overplaying your strengths whenever you feel like you're going so hard at something you're almost on the verge of burning yourself out, or you feel like you're working your butt off but nobody else seems to be very grateful for all the things that you're trying to get done. Often we overplay strengths like honesty when we're too blunt in the way we communicate, or we overplay strengths like humour when we're making jokes at the wrong time and people aren't so appreciative of them, or perhaps you're overplaying your strengths of love or kindness by giving and giving and giving to everybody else until you have nothing really left for yourself. So starting to tune in with how your strengths really show up in your job is the second step. The third step is you want to just find some small, busy-proof ways to start using these strengths each day at work. The most common reason I hear that people aren't putting their strengths to work is that they've already got too much on. But being too busy has to be the worst reason in the world not to start doing just a little bit more of what you do best each day. So one of the ways you can do this is to create a small strengths habit, just something for about 10-11 minutes that you might do each day at work that lets you do a little bit more of what you do best. Again, not rocket science, small practical things you don't need anyone's permission for and that you can fit into even the busiest of days. Now, if you're looking for more ways that you can put your strengths at work, head on over to positivepsychologylearning.com and I'll see you there.